Alright, so this is going to be a Streamlabs or an OBS settings guide for streaming on Twitch or even YouTube. These settings are the best in my opinion. Alright, first things first, if you don't already have Streamlabs installed, you can go to the description below and you can find two links, either one to Streamlabs OBS and one to Classic OBS. Also in the description, you can find my Twitch channel, which I will be live as soon as this video is uploaded, and it would be great to see any of you guys in there. Okay, so first off, to get to settings, you want to go over to the little gear icon in the bottom left, or if you're in normal OBS, it should be over below the studio mode in click settings. So the first tab that we're going to go into is output. So first off, you want to change output mode to advanced, and then you want to head over down to encoder. Now the first thing you want to do is, if you do have an NVIDIA graphics card, there should be an option for hardware NVENC new. If not, if you have a different type of graphics card, it might be different, but you can definitely change that. If you don't have any of those, just change to software x64. Basically what hardware NVENC and the other ones do is brings the encoding onto your GPU instead of putting the load onto your CPU. Next thing you want to do is go to rate control and change it to CBR, and then right here we're going to find out what your bitrate should be depending on your upload speed. Now once you get to the site that's in the description, you want to hit test, and what this is going to do is test your internet upload and download speed, and all we're going to be focusing on right now is your upload speed. Now as you can see from my test, my upload speed was 10.54 megabytes per second, so this is really good for streaming. If you do the test and you see that your upload speed is under 7 megabytes per second, I would not recommend streaming, mainly because it will affect your gameplay and your ping in-game, along with it will affect everybody else in your household while you are streaming. Okay, so now that we have tested our upload and download speed, we can look at this chart to see what we should be streaming in. So if you look at upload speed and compare it to what you got, I'm going to be comparing to what I got. So for my upload speed, I had 10.54. So I can be streaming around 2K, so 1440p, but because Twitch does not support this, I will be going down to 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames per second. So whatever you got, I would compare to it, but like I said, if it's under 7 megabytes per second, I would not recommend streaming. Now coming back to our rate control and our bitrate control. So now that we know what our recommended upload speed or bitrate is based on our upload speed, we can change that to our bitrate. I'm going to go for 6500 because it's a good middle ground between where I was. You can just base this off of what you got for your upload speed and cross-reference it from what the chart said. Now moving on, the next setting that we want to change is preset. So I would set this to max quality, profile to high, look ahead checked, and psycho visual tuning, I would check that as well. Max B-frames, turn that to 2. Next tab that we're going to go into is video. So base canvas resolution, you want to set this to your default monitor's resolution. So for example, mine's 1920 by 1080, so you want to change this to whatever yours is. And then next is output resolution. So I could be streaming in 1920 by 1080 like the chart showed, but I decided to stream in 1600 by 900. I recently changed to this because, for one, if you're not affiliated with Twitch, it downscales your resolution to 720p, and for two, there's virtually no difference between 1600 and 900. Bigger streamers like Tim the Tatman stream in these settings, so I do recommend going to check out some of his videos and checking how the stream looks, or even going to my stream and dropping in or checking some old VODs and seeing how it ran. Next, we're going to move on to downscale filter. I have this by 16 sample scaling. And then we have common FPS values, and then 60 FPS. Last tab that we're going to move on to is advanced. So process priority, we're going to change that to above normal. The reason that we're going to change this to above normal, even though it might give us a slight performance hit, is because this will make sure that all of the extra power that is sitting on your PC can be dedicated to this first, and then the rest will go to your PC, or to your game that you're playing. This is not a bad thing if you have a decent PC. Right now I have a 1660 Ti with a Ryzen 5 2600, so my PC is alright with this. I would just fiddle around with it. If not, I would change that down to normal. Now, the next thing you want to change is color format. Do NV12, YUV color space 709, YUV color range to full. The reason we do this is so then your stream has better quality and color, or well, colorfulness during streaming. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I would really appreciate it if you guys found the video helpful, if you would stop by my Twitch and follow. I'm trying to get affiliate, trying to work towards a good community. Also, if you've subscribed here, I'll definitely start doing more videos like this and more stream content. So appreciate it, and thanks.